Hello there, my name is Sarah Jenkins.
Welcome to another poetry deep dive today.
I love Denis Martindale. He has written over 3,700 poems for the Poem Hunter website. Section 1, The Rare Painting Discovered. Denis Martindale has written a new Stephen Gayford wildlife poem about a lioness and her two cubs, and the poem's title is Lazy Afternoon. This is a rare painting discovered on an auction website here in the UK. The reason is that there is another painting with that same title, about two lion cubs. Here is what the brand new poem's message shares with us today. It's truly an unusual and fascinating mystery, isn't it? Having two paintings by the exact same artist featuring such similar themes, given the exact same name. But, it actually sets the perfect stage for Martindale's brilliant poetic analysis. Moving into Section 2, Heat and the Perfect Spot. Okay, let's dive into this. The opening of Lazy Afternoon instantly transports us straight into the sweltering heat of the savannah. Martindale paints this vivid picture not just of majestic beasts, but of animals desperate for some relief from a blazing sun. The lioness and her cubs have delayed their journey, and as the poem notes, it wasn't quite as hot once they finally found their refuge. It's really all about seeking that one perfect, shady oasis. Now, what's super interesting here is how Martindale grounds these magnificent wild predators in a behavior we can all recognize. Quote, "They circled round and round and round as some pet cats can do, and once that certain spot was found, they all took in the view." I absolutely love this couplet. He deliberately juxtaposes the sheer power of wildcats with the completely relatable everyday behavior of our own domestic house cats settling down on a living room rug. It instantly makes the subjects of this rare painting so accessible and deeply endearing to us. Section 3 looks at scallywags and frenetic energy. But of course, as anyone with kids or young pets knows, finding the perfect spot to rest definitely doesn't mean the resting begins immediately. We shift our focus now to the relentless, exhausting action of the two cubs. Despite the intense, heavy heat of the day, their youth simply won't let them power down right away. Martindale writes, "Just one more swipe, then dart away. Was that too much to ask?" You can practically feel the desperation of the first cub wanting just one more surge of play, one last game of tag before the inevitability of sleep takes over. It's that classic battle we've all seen between boundless youthful energy and physical exhaustion. The poem tells us the cub was right on the verge of sleepy time, yet still wanted that one final chance to surge at his sibling. Martindale perfectly captures this dynamic by playfully referring to the cubs as scallywags. Now, a scallywag is a scamp or a rascal, basically a playful troublemaker. It's such a beautifully affectionate term. The poet highlights their endless pot shots at one another, noting that they tease each other endlessly. They just possess this frenetic energy that burns and burns until they are, in Martindale's words, completely tuckered out. Let's move to Section 4, A Mother's Patient Wisdom. Let's see how this builds when we consider the mother's perspective, because, let's face it, behind every set of hyperactive scallywags is a guardian just trying to maintain their own sanity. This is literally a masterclass in capturing a relatable parenting moment. Their mother knows they act like fools, yet loves them just the same. She knows they don't play by the rules. They think it's just a game. Earlier in the poem, Martindale describes the defeated, fatigued cub eventually slumping right upon his mother's back. She acts as their jungle gym, their safe haven, and their mattress. She watches them dart around, refusing to intervene, showcasing an immense, quiet tolerance for their foolishness. She just lets scamps be scamps. Which brings us to Section 5, Preparing Apex Predators. So, the crucial point here is that this isn't just a cute scene of familial bonding. In the wild, there's always a deeper evolutionary purpose at play. Martindale brilliantly reframes this innocent game of tag and tumbling into something biologically essential for their survival. Time grants them years before they grow as apex predators to know what only adults know. Time waits till that occurs. The wildcat nature that the mother permits isn't merely a tolerance for play, it's completely normal and absolutely necessary preparation for their future adult roles. Every swipe, every darting movement, and every playful ambush is nature's training ground. The mother doesn't intervene because she knows this game is precisely how they learn the physical mechanics of hunting and survival. It's vital to pause and remember what they are actually training to become: apex predators. We're talking about animals at the absolute top of the food chain without natural predators of their own. Martindale really forces us to look at this rare painting and hold two contrasting ideas in our minds at once. On one hand, we have these cute, tumbling scallywags acting like fools. On the other hand, we are watching the foundational development of deadly, powerful hunters. The playfulness of today is literally the lethal precision of tomorrow. And finally, Section 6,
peace and tomorrow's battles. This guides us to the inevitable conclusion of this lazy afternoon. No matter how much frenetic energy a cub possesses, the grueling heat and the non-stop pot shots eventually demand payment. The exhausting day finally catches up with them. When you look at the structured narrative arc of the poem laid out here, you see a perfect cycle of wild energy crashing into peace. First, the practical need, circling for a cool spot out of the sun. Second, the resistance to rest, that frenetic swiping and darting. Third, the physical surrender, slumping fatigued on mother's back. And finally, sudden harmony and sleep. As Martindale writes, suddenly it's coming fast, that time of peace, not war. The frantic battlefield of siblings transforms into a serene family portrait.
Yet the poet leaves us with this wonderful, humorous final couplet from his June 18th, 2026 poem. "Wait till tomorrow, then you'll see," says Cub 1 to Cub 2. But he's asleep and truthfully still planning what he'll do. It perfectly encapsulates the restless spirit of youth. Even as the body physically shuts down and surrenders to the lazy afternoon, the mind is still racing. The instinct to battle, to play, and to prepare for the wild never truly rests. It completely changes how you look at the natural world, doesn't it? Denis Martindale's translation of Stephen Gayford's artwork into verse gives us such a profound lens through which to view a simple moment of feline repose. So I want to leave you with this thought. Next time you see young animals playing, ask yourself, are they just being scallywags, or are they quietly, playfully preparing for tomorrow's battles? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep looking for the hidden stories all around you.